Hello, this is Dallas Johnson with Dealer Training, and I wanted to do a real quick video here to show you the brand new Ohio dealer license plates. So I want to show you these new Ohio dealer license plates. I want to show you how to obtain your own Ohio dealer license plates, and I also want you to be aware of how to legally use your Ohio dealer license plates once you've obtained them. And first of all, in order for you to obtain Ohio dealer plates, you are going to need to obtain your own Ohio dealer license, which is actually going to probably be easier than what you thought it was. But if you're not really sure how to do that, you can visit ohiodealer.com. Once again, that's ohiodealer.com, and just click on the Get License link at the top of any page, and I'll leave a link to that in the description below. So as you see right here, you can click on Get License for step-by-step instructions on how to obtain your Ohio dealer license, and I am approved by the state of Ohio to provide your training. So I've been working with the Ohio Bureau of Motor Vehicles since the beginning of 2016. I am an approved provider, and the state does require that you take a 6-hour training course. So you can also take that training course right there at ohiodealer.com. And, just click on that big blue sign up button if you're interested in taking that training course. The training course takes 6 hours, and you can watch all 6 hours today, or maybe you want to watch an hour today, a couple hours tomorrow, 3 hours next week, or whatever. You can easily take that BMV approved training at ohiodealer.com. And once you watched all 6 hours of the video, your official certificate of completion will just pop up automatically on your screen. And I would like to be your training partner, and if you do decide to take your training on this website, then you will definitely support the dealer training channel. So thank you very much for that consideration. The new plate has been released and is going to be issued to you once you get your Ohio dealer's license, or maybe you're currently an Ohio dealer and you're renewing your license, then you are going to get these new dealer license plates like you see right here. Also, if you're currently a dealer in the state of Ohio, the Ohio gold plates are going to be replaced. So if you have a gold plate, you're going to be required to replace that at the time of your renewal. And since these are mandated replacements, if you're currently a licensed dealer in the state of Ohio, the BMV, the dealer licensing section in Columbus, has notified me they would like all dealers to renew online if possible. So that makes it a lot easier for you, and it makes it a lot easier for the BMV as well. So what can you do with your Ohio dealer license plate? Well, first of all, I'm sure you're probably aware of this. When you have an Ohio dealer's license and an Ohio dealer license plate, not only can you get into the Ohio dealer only auctions, you're going to be able to enter any dealer auction in the United States with your Ohio dealer's license. You can even take your Ohio dealer license and gain access to the dealer auctions up in Canada, and even the handful of dealer auctions down in Mexico, if that's something that you're interested in doing. When you get your dealer's license, you can just go into any dealer auction, and they'll help get you set up with what's called your auction access ID. So that identification will allow you to go into any dealer auction in the United States once you get your Ohio dealer license. And normally when you go into these dealer auctions, if you're going physically into the dealer auction, you'll walk in, you'll see these big machines that look like vending machines. You'll take your auction access ID card and put it in there, type in your dealer number, and then they'll print up a bidding pass for that day. And the dealer auctioners change the color of those bidding passes every week. So you'll take that week's bidding pass based on that week's color, and then you show it to the dealer auction security, because they've always got security in front of the lanes. You don't go to the dealer auction lanes unless you have a dealer license. And that's when the action starts, obviously. So when you go into your first dealer auctions, I always recommend going into 3 or 4 or 5 dealer auctions first. Get to know wholesale pricing. Take a look at some of our videos there, and you can certainly learn how to do that. You don't want to do what I did. I got into my first couple of dealer auctions, started jumping up and down like a kid in a candy store. Didn't really know vehicle pricing, and I paid too much for my vehicles because I was brand new and green. But I've learned now you need to learn wholesale pricing. So take a look at some of our other training videos. You can certainly learn about that. Before I show you how you can use your dealer plates, I truly believe this is one of the greatest businesses in the world. And, if you are getting your dealer license in Ohio, I've been training in Ohio and many, many other states. I'm approved by states all over the United States, so I have traveled extensively across the United States giving training to entrepreneurs just like you. And, I've helped, financially secure persons take their income to a whole new level. And I've also helped some of the entrepreneurs in the very worst neighborhoods in the United States, such as I know persons that lived in some of the worst neighborhoods in Cleveland and Columbus, Toledo, and Cincinnati, and they've taken their income to a whole new level just by taking the steps that I'll show you how to get your license. So go to ohiodealer.com. We would love to be your trading partner, or if you're in another part of the country, we are approved by several states and we're growing. So if you can take our training, you're supporting this channel. So I would really appreciate that. So you can use an Ohio dealer plate on a vehicle that's what's called titled for resale. So I'm going to show you in your dealer training course how easy it is when you buy a vehicle at a dealer auction. You're just basically going to go to the title gateway and apply for what's called a resale title. And you can actually buy a vehicle at a dealer auction, sell it 5 minutes later on your dealer lot for a huge markup. And then you just do all the title paperwork at the title gateway immediately following. So I'm going to show you how to do that in that dealer training course. You can use a dealer plate when you're transporting vehicles from auction to the dealership. So you're going to use these when you buy that beautiful 3/4 ton truck or Corvette or whatever to put it at the dealer auction and drive it back to your dealer lot to resell to the vehicle, to the customer. And you're going to be able to use these when you're transporting them to the purchaser. So you can actually do deliveries. You can't have any type of off-site retail sales activity. We'll talk about that in your dealer course, because when you get your dealer's license, the Ohio Bureau of Motor Vehicles wants you to have your retail sales only at that licensed location. So I'll talk about that. You can't just say, for example, have your dealer's license in Columbus and then go show a vehicle up at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland. You can't show your vehicles there. Now, if that person up at the Rock Hall buys that vehicle and you can show a paper trail that the vehicle's been purchased, the state would allow you to basically slap your dealer plate on that and deliver it up to the Rock Hall or wherever that person is going to be. But you couldn't just go up there. If your dealership's in Columbus, you can't go up to Cleveland, do the paperwork there and sell the vehicle there. You have to have the paperwork done before you deliver that vehicle. That's how I'm going to help you maintain compliance with Ohio State motor vehicle law. Okay, so you can slap that dealer plate on there, and you can do a delivery to a customer once they've paid for that vehicle, and you can deliver it. One thing you don't want to do, and I'll talk about this in your course, you don't want to leave these dealer plates on a vehicle that you've already sold, because you'll never get it back, because anybody would love to have your dealer plate. And you also don't want to leave these on your lot overnight, because thieves love D-tags. Any motor vehicle thief out there would love to get a hold of your Ohio dealer license plate. So I strongly encourage you, keep these in a locked desk drawer or whatever in your dealership, but I'm going to show you exactly how to use them. You're going to use them on demos. So when someone's demoing a vehicle, they're test driving it, they're going to use it. That's when you use a dealer plate. So you're going to slap it on a vehicle that's being test driven by your customers. You're going to put them on vehicles that you're driving back and forth to the dealer auction, and you are also going to be using them for delivery. Now, I've often been asked, can I use a dealer plate in another state? Say, for example, you're a dealer in Cincinnati, and maybe you've got a customer in Texas that purchased a vehicle from you, and you're going to deliver that to Dallas. You can certainly do that. Sometimes there are some red flags in other states, like you might be driving through Texas, and the Texas State Police or Department of Public Safety might pull you over and say, what are you doing with an Ohio dealer plate in Texas? We'll just let them know. Show them some type of proof that shows that you've sold that vehicle and you're delivering it. And I'm also going to let you know in your dealer training, if you do, when you do get your dealer's license, some states do have a geographic area that you can use your dealer plate in, like 100 miles from your city. No, I'm sorry, the insurance companies can have those limits. The state of Ohio allows you to take this dealer plate anywhere as long as you're doing it on a vehicle delivery or under legal guidance. So you can also place these on, the law says they can be operated on vehicles with permission of the dealer. So what that means, you can basically put these on a vehicle that you're going to be using on a daily basis. However, the state would like you to constantly be trying to market that vehicle. If the highway patrol sees you driving on a dealer plate with a couple of kids' car seats in the back, they're going to know that you're not really trying to market that thing. So in your dealer training course, I'm going to go extensively how to legally use these, because once you get a dealer plate, you really have an unlimited amount of income opportunity. But if you're not using them as per all Ohio state guidelines, you'll get them taken away. And I was just looking next month, the Ohio board meeting taking place, and they've got some licenses they're reviewing that have broken the rules. And you can get your license taken away, and you can get your plates taken away. So in the dealer training course, if you do decide to take that from us at ohiodealer.com, I'll show you exactly how to use these legally. Okay, so you can put them on a vehicle that you're driving, but you do want to kind of be marketing these. So what can you not do with one of these? Well, I'm going to let you know that right now. Okay, you cannot place these on vehicles, and let me jump the slide here a little bit ahead. You can't use them on what the state refers to as a commercial vehicle. Now, there's some confusion on this. The state does not allow you to use these on commercial vehicles. However, you can buy a commercial vehicle and allow it to be test driven. So let's say, for example, you buy I don't know, let's say you buy a dump truck. Let's say you're selling dump trucks. That's a commercial vehicle because somebody's going to buy that vehicle and go make money for commercial purposes. Okay, so you can put a dealer plate on that vehicle, while it's being test driven. However, you can never put a dealer plate on a vehicle that you're providing a service and someone's paying you. Okay, that's what you cannot do. And let's say, for example, I personally saw a dealer once in Cleveland. I saw a great big 3/4 ton truck as I was giving a training class up there a couple of years ago. Big 3/4 ton truck with a snow blade pushing snow at a major retailer with a dealer plate on that truck. So that dealer in Cleveland was using that vehicle for commercial purposes. Someone was paying him to push snow with a vehicle that he hadn't paid sales tax on, which is highly against the law. So you can't use them for commercial purposes. You can't put them on a vehicle when someone's paying you for a service. That's highly illegal. But you can sell commercial vehicles and allow them to be test driven. Okay, but you can never make money with a vehicle that by providing a service when it has a dealer plate on it. Highly, highly, highly against the law. I know another dealer that was renting out RVs for the weekend, but with a dealer plate. Well, you can't do that because think about that. That dealer's generating rental revenue with a vehicle they haven't paid sales tax on, which is highly against the law. I know this happened one time. I know a dealer in Dayton that actually got their dealer's license and got a great deal at a dealer auction on a tow truck and decided he was going to start himself a towing company. And he actually had a dealer plate on that tow truck, and he was hauling cars between Dayton and Columbus, and one of the BMV investigators actually caught him. And the reason I know the story is because they made him come in and take my class as punishment. So that's kind of interesting, and I'll talk about that in the class. If you get in trouble, the state may make you take my class as your punishment. And I certainly don't want to be your punishment, okay? I want to show you how to get your dealer's license and remain compliant. So once you get your dealer's license and take your training, you'll never see me again. That's my intent. But, we give classes all over the state of Ohio, but most of you are probably going to take that training online, which I strongly encourage you to do that. That cuts down on your travel costs, and you can take that course at your convenience. Also, you can never put it on a vehicle that's hauling another vehicle, okay? And I want to give you a scenario on this, okay? You can take your dealer license plate, your Ohio dealer license plate. You can go to that dealer auction and buy that beautiful 3/4 ton truck and put a dealer plate on there and allow your customers to test drive that vehicle. That is legal. That's a demo, okay? Because your customers are test driving that vehicle. But what you couldn't do in the meantime is hook some trailer up to that 3/4 ton truck and start hauling cars back and forth from an auction, because that becomes what we call a service vehicle, okay? So you can never... Think about this. You can never haul anything behind an Ohio dealer license plate. That's absolutely against the law. Now, you can put them on demos, but you can't use them as service vehicles. If you want to haul cars back and forth from a dealer auction, you'll be required by the state of Ohio to actually pay sales tax on that, okay? So you can also never put them on a courtesy vehicle that's provided during repairs. So if you're repairing vehicles, you can't just let your customer take a demo out for 2 or 3 hours that's called a courtesy vehicle, and courtesy vehicles have to have their sales tax paid. So please keep this in mind, and we're going to show you this in your dealer training course. If you're not sure whether or not to do this, I strongly encourage you to go for it. This is an absolutely incredible business. It took my income to a whole new level, and I've known so many dealers, not just in the state of Ohio, but all over the United States, that have emailed me after a course and stated that taking the steps that are necessary to get a dealer's license changed their life. Okay, but you will be limited on the number of dealer plates that you obtain from the state of Ohio once you have your Ohio dealer license. As you see here, if you had 1 to 10 sales one year, the following year you'll get 2 Ohio dealer license plates. If you have 11 to 25, then you can get 3 the next year. If you sell 26 to 49 vehicles, you get 4 dealer plates the following year. See how that works? If you have 100 to 250, you get up to 10. If you are huge and you've got over 250 annual sales, the state of Ohio's Bureau of Motor Vehicles will actually allow you to have an unlimited amount of Ohio dealer license plates. So, with that being said, I can definitely help you obtain your own Ohio dealer license plate, but as stated, you've got to obtain your own motor vehicle dealer license. So if you're not sure how, just go to ohiodealer.com, click on Get License. I'll leave a link in the description below. And when you are ready, then you're going to click that blue sign up button there, and you will be able to take that 6-hour training course online at your convenience. So, hey, with that being said, this is an incredible business. I know there are some steps that you have to complete in order to obtain your license, and some of those steps seem pretty extensive, but once you've gained this license, there is an absolutely unlimited amount of income that you can make with this license. And when you realize the markup of a vehicle and how low a vehicle's selling for at the dealer auction and how high it's selling for on your dealer lot, you're going to wish you had gotten a license many, many years. It does take a financial investment because you do have to get your own dealer bond and you do have to have a building and a lot. I want you to be aware of that. To get an Ohio dealer plate, you've got to have a building and a lot. Now, the way I look at it, if you don't know where to get a lot, drive around, burn a couple tanks of gas, drive in areas that you don't normally frequent, and you will be able to find a location. And, you know, I fielded so many calls from persons that'll say, you know, I want to get a dealer's license, but I don't want to have to go out and rent a building or a lot or anything like that. Well, why not? I mean, think about this. You know, you might go out and spend, let's just say, for example, you rent a place for $800 or $900 a month. I don't know. That maybe more than that. You can probably find one less for that. You should make much more than that on every single sale. So your typical markup on a vehicle, I always recommend marking a vehicle up $3,000 to $4,000 over wholesale and be willing to come down $1,000 or $2,000. And it was very rare when I sold a vehicle for less than a $1,000 profit. It does happen sometimes, but it was very rare. So, you know, you can easily pay the rent on just about any location with one good sale every month. I mean, it's really the markup on this industry. So think about this. Let's say you're only selling 10 vehicles a month, which is very conservative. Well, you know, one vehicle basically paid for your lot and your expensive, and the other 9 markups are money in your pockets. This is a great business. You know, just seeing what the vehicles are selling for in the dealer auction lanes is incredible as far as what you can mark it up to. The vehicles are coming back. The chip shortage is just about, it's not over, but it is. I see some light over the horizon here as far as the end of the chip shortage. This is a great time to get your dealer's license. Once again, my name is Dallas Johnson. I've been approved by the Ohio Bureau of Motor Vehicles since 2016 to provide your training. I do give in-class training throughout the state of Ohio, but now most dealers are taking that training online at ohiodealer.com. You just have to use Google Chrome, and you can easily start and stop that course at your convenience. And please do read our reviews that you'll see on the website there. I think if you do what I did and go for it, and I got my license years ago, but I wish I would have gotten it many years before that. So I hope this has been helpful for you. If you want to get your own Ohio dealer plates, go to ohiodealer.com and click on that blue sign up button. And I want to thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe, and I want to wish you the very best of luck on your new business. Now go for it.